Aussie.
I wasn't going to clear my throat. Okay. I wasn't going to clear my throat. Just when it got down to 0, like 1 on the counter there, I regret not clearing my throat a second earlier. And I thought, I won't do it because that'd be gross. And then I sat there silently for 2 seconds and went, no, I'm clearing my throat. Hello, honey. Greet you with a little throat clearing. New. I'm just doing my planning for videos I am going to make tonight. Negroni flip. We do serve it up. Nice. Express orange twist. All right. Yeah, the ciggies are getting to me, Arnie. That's what's happening. I've suddenly taken up ciggies. Alrighty. So, wait, I need directions. How did they say we do this? Cocktail shaker. All right. I didn't bring the sherry. I always forget something. Fucking hell. Got the lime juice, but not the sherry. I have to go and get my sherry for the first cocktail. Hey, Home for the Elderly. How are you doing? I'm doing my typical, like, oh, I forgot something. I'm going to go out and get it. Because the first cocktail video I was going to make involved sherry, which I left in the fridge. Hot tip, kids. Aromatized and fortified wines. Keep them in the fridge. All right. Got my dry sherry. Okay. Get this set up. That goes there. Just reload. Didn't need that. I got this. Oh. It's all good in the hood. Okay. The lime and the coconut. And drink it all up. Put the lime in the coconut. Such a silly woman. When Amaro Montenegro, sherry, lime, simple syrup, soda. Can of my mineral water. Oh, that's almost empty. To get another 10-pack when they're on special next. Okay. Years ago, I did a technique where I actually matured, aged cocktails in a coconut. Like I got a fresh coconut, drilled a hole in it, drained out the water, and then poured a cocktail into it and stopper in and left it for a I didn't really like it. It was a novelty thing, and I didn't like it. I want my phone, and I want my mineral water. Okay. It's all going here. The second serve. Let's get it happening. Second serve. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to see if I can do a really thick orange peel with the help of the peeler you sent me home for the elderly. Did I get an Archie Rose order? I did not. Okay, I just got a message saying something went wrong on Facebook. Am I still here? So I didn't order anything from Archie Rose in the end. Sorry, on my screen, a thing popped up, a StreamYard warning saying I wasn't streaming to Facebook anymore. There might be something wrong with it. Okay, this did not work at all. Now I think I've worked out this is a better orange than the other oranges I was having a bunch of trouble with. Heine got 3 original Star Trek Blu-rays, 3 from Next Generation, $10 a disc. Nice. Mrs. Angry has all the pre-streaming Star Trek on disc. Years ago, she watched it all with her son. We're saying, was Next Generation filmed on videotape? Maybe. I don't know. Not familiar with that lore. Okay. So, look, you know what? I'm going back to thinking the oranges were the problem. I have cleaned the cheese slicer. I'm going out to get the cheese slicer. I think it was filmed on video. Would it be on high def video or what? All right, let's do this. I'm going to try and make this the last time I go out. Okay. So, the reason I started using a cheese slicer for the peel is lots of bartenders, people who know more than me, say it's like the best, safest way to do it. So, what do you do? Oh, Jesus, that fucked up a bit. Oh my God. Remember what I said about not going out again? I don't know if I'll be able to keep my word on that. This has got shit I have to trim and I need a knife for that. This has too much pith on it. God damn. So no HD video, but there was the broadcast video, the U-matic, really large format video, was like way higher quality than VHS, say. We used that at the uni. TV studio. All right, so I lied. I'm going out again. Got to get a knife. Good Lord. Maybe if I think of something else I quote unquote need, I just won't get it. Dang it all. Yes. U-matic was higher quality than home video. It was just bigger. Right, well, that fucking worked a fucking treat. Jesus. Although, maybe. Hello, Madam Butterfly. All right, that's a neat little one. I'm going to use that for my second cocktail. I'm going to use this long one for my first cocktail. See, I peeled right through to the orange there. Not what I wanted to do. C'est la vie. So the U-matic is the same resolution as Laserdisc. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'm going to take this up. Right, after all that faffing around, what's that, 10 minutes of faffing around? Okay, so this is a highball. Get my highball glasses that I don't use very much. All right, let's start sorting this stuff out. I don't make highballs very often. They're not my jam, really. But this is another potential modern classic. Of the four I picked out, this is the fourth. So far, only batting 1 from 3. There was one I liked. Last week's I liked. The other two were meh. When you were each, you had highballs. Nice. Undropped testicle humour. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do. There's that. We get our ring lights. Okay, Amaro Montenegro. Amaro Monte, person of color. Lime juice. Simple syrup. Let's just get stuff ready. Okay, so it's ounce, and 3/4 ounce. Okay, let's do 3/4 ounce of sugar syrup. Man, that is a really fucking tasty sugar syrup. Okay, and we're doing an ounce of everything else. Sherry. Sherry baby, sherry. Sherry baby. Okay. We are just about ready. Scratches on my glass. Okay. Do. Wait, where's ice? Gotta put. Oh man, that it always catches me by surprise every single Thursday night. My U-Foods text. When are they delivering it? Tomorrow, not till the afternoon. Okay. Well, lucky I still have some lunch. Right. Now we're ready to make this. Yeah, okay. We're ready to make this. Let's. Oh, no, wait. Got distracted. Okay. Now we're ready. Okay. Amaro Montenegro. Und Sherry. Und Lamjuice. Sugar syrup. So what is up? Okay. Okie dokie. Let's put that glass there. And we'll put a bit of ice in here. All right. Let's go the next one. Shaking time. Shake your booties right down to the ground. And that in. And top it with some. All right. All right, that's the close-up done. Ooh, I forgot to film the garnish. I don't care. A little bit more mineral water. Let's see how this goes. All right. Gotta get a thumbnail photo. All right. That's done. Let's tackle about it. Let's get stuff set up. All right. Okie dokie. Let's get that a bit sorted. Kind of like that. Okay, we're ready. Ready. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is called a second serve. I don't often make highballs, not really my bag, but I've been going through some bad stuff. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is called a second serve. I don't usually make highballs, but I've been going through some recommended cocktails on the Punch Drink website, things they think could be the next modern classic. If you're not familiar with the terminology, the classics are what they sound like. Old school cocktails that have been around for a long time, in many cases more than a century, and people are still making them. They're classics and we love them. Now, we had a bit of a cocktail renaissance in the last 20 or so years, recovering from the dark days of the 70s and 80s, and cocktails that have come out of that have really caught the imagination and are still being made 10, 20 years later, are known as modern classics. So a bit of speculation that this might be in there. I thought, I'll take the gamble on this one, the second serve. This is a comparatively low alcohol cocktail. So given the whole highball status, if it's yummy, if it's good, if I think maybe it is a classic, I'm just giving it a stir because it's topped with soda. I want to mix that in. If this is good, this would be a fantastic summer drink because it'd be sessionable, as they say, smashable. Low alcohol, you could drink more of them, but it's all going to come down to, is it actually a good cocktail? Let me taste it. My drinking problem kicked in for a moment there. I almost forgot how to use a straw. That is really nice, by the by. I'm going to have another taste. Yeah, I could see myself drinking this one poolside. Let me show you how to make it. In a shaker, put 1 ounce or 30 mils of Amaro Montenegro, 1 ounce or 30 mils of a dry sherry, 1 ounce or 30 mils of lime juice, then 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of simple syrup. Add ice to the shaker, shake that for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then I'm pouring that into an ice-filled... Add ice to the shaker, shake that for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. Then I'm straining that into... oh, Jesus Christ, why am I having trouble with words? Fuck. Add ice to the shaker, shake that for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. Then I'm straining that into an ice-filled highball and topping it with soda water. There was a recommendation of an orange slice as a garnish. I just used a bit of orange peel. It does kind of look nice. Now it's sunk in there. Maybe if I'd stuck an orange slice on the side. I don't know, you get your own favorite summery garnish, really. But this is actually really tasty. This is worth revisiting, I think. Possibly even at the end of the year when I try to compile a top 10. This might get in there. It's a very different style. It probably would be good to have a highball in the top 10. We shall see. I don't know the future. But I'd give this, a solid 8 to 9 out of 10. It's quite tasty. The low alcohol content means it's relatively guilt-free to drink it. So it can be a non-guilty pleasure. The second serve, I recommend you give it a go. But I really recommend you come back and see me sometime. So if you're not already subscribed and all the good things, do that. Because I'm always coming up with other cocktail ideas here in the Angry Bar. And I'd love to have you along for the ride. But until I do see you again, take care. And I'll just say cheers. Oof-de-doof. Okay, this one is not bad at all. All right, so punch drink are scoring about 50-50 in my book anyway. All right. Switch some things off. The other cocktail I was going to make tonight, which is only kind of maybe, is a flip. An egg-based cocktail. Wait, where's my strainer? I'm going to put this... No, actually, no, I'm not. Fucking second-guessing myself. But anyway. So I've got an egg here, just in case I go to... Yes, me in a bathing suit poolside. Speedos. Had Korean for lunch. Nice. It's nearly the weekend, and it's a long weekend here in Melbourne. And it's probably going to freaking rain all weekend. Is that what they're still saying? They were saying like freaking raining all the time. I was planning to go out on Saturday night, like it's a date night, no stream. And I think they were predicting it'd be pissing down rain when we wanted to go out. Yep, up to 9 or 10 millimeters. Not so much tomorrow, but Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Really shite long weekend. Potential rain all week, which, look, to be fair, we really need. Cloudy, high chance of showers, most likely afternoon and evening. Yeah. Maybe getting rained on date night. C'est la vie. You're going to do the movie night on Saturday night? Cool. What will be the movie? No, this is genuinely good. Fucking nice. It's vaguely reminiscent of ginger ale, but it's got lime juice in it, so it's got that tanginess. An actual good one. Okay, so if the 4 that Punch Drink reckon might be next modern classic, I like 2 of them. 2 of them are contenders for top 10. I have to remember that. Yeah, the test is, do I like it more as I have additional sips? And I sure fucking do. That is tasty AF. So I'm not sure that might not even be one standard drink. Let's what's the ABV on these puppies? 23%. 17.5. So that's like one standard drink. That's freaking tasty. Yeah. Fucking A. Makes me want to experiment with, because that's a dry sherry, making it with sweet sherry. Pedro Jimenez. In fact, I definitely want to try that experiment. Potentially even with a different Amaro. Oh well. Potential things to be explored. Also remains to be seen, would I make a cocktail with an egg? A modern classic. It's got legs. I'll give it that. Man, I feel like I want to push. That's an Australian summer drink. Sessionable. Okay, no, that's... Yeah. It's hitting the 9 out of 10. I would make that again. Like now. It's amazing how tasty that is, actually. It's funny, now I want to play with the template. Like try a sweet sherry instead of a dry sherry. Maybe try a different Amaro. Maybe try orange juice rather than lime juice. What would that be like? Lots of room for exploration. Huh. And I mean, honestly, you could make friggin' fruit salad out of it with your garnishes. No, that is good stuff. Bitters. That is another good idea. Home for the elderly. A dash of bitters in, like, I don't think a lot of bitters in it. I'm gonna put a few drops in. Wait, where's my whiskey bitters? I'll do that. Because that's not a dropper. That's like an aromatic bitters. Whiskey bitters. Let's see a little bit of bitters in there. See if I can taste that. That's nice. Orange bitters? We'll go a very light dash of orange bitters. Few drops. Because most of the drink's actually gone. But bitters is sounding like a winning idea, actually. I think maybe full size, like before I drank it all, 1 dash of aromatic bitters and 1 dash of orange bitters actually does improve it. Putting the bitters back. And given it's comparatively low alcohol, you could be in the lab for a while. You could make a few of these. And not get shit-faced. It kind of takes the edge off, the bitters takes the tart edge off the lime juice, which is obviously still there. Because there's a decent whack of lime juice in that. Yeah, like adding salt to Indian food. Already good, and salt turns it up. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, salt is a flavor enhancer. If you don't just go and turn it into a salty dish. Same as the current trend of putting a couple of drops of saline in a cocktail. It doesn't make the drink taste salty. It just brings up the flavors. Yeah, I think if I was making it again, dash of aromatic and a dash of orange bitters in there. Maybe lime bitters. Like, see, lots of room for experimentation. I've got lime bitters as well. Dash of aromatic bitters and a dash of lime bitters. But it was real friggin' good even without the bitters. But the bitters just put another layer in there, which was really nice. Oh, well. Maybe I should make another one now with the bitters in it. Yeah, I think I should, actually. You're right. All right. The only, thinking the same thing. Okay. The only, it's so light, like one standard drink. Ooh, really? Maybe a really. Okay, I'm going to go to lime bitters. One dash of aromatic and one dash of lime. Right. Let's fucking go. Sugar syrup. Right. Okay. Let's go. One. And one. And one. And sugar syrup. And dash aromatic bitters. And a dash of lime bitters. And I'm just going to put this ice back in. Ooh, it's a totally different color because of the bitters. Oh, and I've got to top it up with mineral water, of course. Actually, I think I want to put a bit more ice in here. Wasn't going to, but now I think I will. There we go. There we go. And we top this with some sooty. Getting your ass make you soon, putting discs up in the shop, that's fair. You reckon orange is the key? Well, I'm experimenting. I was just going with lime because of the lime juice. I might be wrong. A little bit more mineral water. God, it's interesting how different a drink the bitters makes it. Hello, Justin. Well, lots of room for experimentation with that. But damn, it's good. I could make another one with orange bitters. That's good though. Dang, what a start. Oh man, so much room to play with that. Could do probably another sort of 3 variations to dial it in, I think. I might just do this one all night. Just do variations and dial it in. Better or worse? Feedback. I think the original might have been better. So I have to vary the things. So when you were saying orange bitters, do you reckon only orange bitters? Like not aromatic and orange? The other thing I want to experiment with, look, this is the drink of the Australian summer. I mean, I'm getting in early because we not even really deep in orange. So okay, with only with orange bitters. I should definitely try that. And the other thing I want to try is with a sweet sherry rather than a dry sherry. I suppose my Amontillado is medium dry. So if I just put this up, you know what? I'm going to dial it in. Call it a third serve. If I change it from the original, call it a third serve. And that'd be the feel good Aussie drink of the summer. You're typing the cat's pushing up against you. Been there, done that. Now, of course, the only decision would be 1 dash of orange bitters. I should do 1 dash of orange bitters and then taste it. I think I need to get more ice, really. Yeah, I'm just going to drink this all night. I'm just going to do variations on this. Start with 1 dash. Well, I think start with 1 dash. And if that doesn't taste perfect, put a second dash in. Because you can't take 1 dash out, but you can add a dash. Oh, nice. Got your Billy Bragg CDs. Some quality tunes on those. Yep. There are way worse ways to spend your afternoon than listening to Billy Bragg. Still quite a fan of his stuff. Oh, yeah. So going into the 90s with Flaming Lips and Queens of the Stone Age, Summatism. I wasn't listening to a lot of music today. some random stuff popped up on YouTube. The Art of Noise. And if you, there is. Did have a bit of me? What's on the auto-generated playlist on my YouTube music? What I had in the shower this morning: Billie Eilish, Amy Shark, Dean Lewis, Hilltop Hoods. Hilltop Hoods' latest, Don't Happy, Be Worry. Gotta love the boys' politics. There's a line in there about fuck Elon Musk and that bunch of Nazis. Oh, the news out of Tasmania: a vote of no confidence in the Premier, which effectively means he can't be Premier anymore because the majority of the Parliament want him out. And so he's going to have to go talk to the governor. I don't know if they're pushing anyone else as Premier. I didn't pay that close attention to it, but I did see the headlines: vote of no confidence. So that's a bit of an adventure. Don't know what that really means. Haven't been keeping a close enough eye on Tassie politics. Just seems like a bunch of shenanigans going on down there, down in the map of Tassie. They got crabs. They got crabs in the map of shit with Musk going against Trump. Yeah. Oh, the drugs. I mean, no. I think, as I predicted all along, there's no way those two egos could last longer than 6 months, and they didn't. But I think it's a why Musk is lashing out, and honestly, only mildly at Trump, but he is lashing out. I think it's a combination of just his obnoxious, self-important petulance and the drugs. Apparently his drug abuse is getting quite bad. The boy does not have a healthy relationship with drugs. And that's a dangerous thing of someone with a lot of resources and very few people telling them to fucking stop. Very bad. I just mean for Anthony Green. Well, they don't have to have an election because there was a vote of no confidence in the Premier. If the majority of the Parliament, if somebody can get the majority of the Parliament to support them as Premier, that person can take that to the governor, and the governor could say, sure, form a government. But maybe they get another election. Who knows? He was upset about the tax side of it, wasn't he? The big, beautiful bill. Didn't they decide who was going to replace Anthony Green? The guy who'd been like his support for the last couple of elections is going to be the main election dude now. Think Matt Bevan would be great? Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying that close attention, but I thought they'd more or less said, yeah, this guy will be the guy. This guy is the guy. Yeah, or Justin, I haven't been paying enough attention. I mean, you do kind of think this is a bring down the government thing, have another election. It's not, like I said, it's not necessarily the case, but yeah, I mean, top of the head, that does seem like a fairly likely outcome, really. But, it's Tassie. Does it really have an effect on anything? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Maybe if they had another election, Labor would get a swing to them on the strength of everyone feels like they made the right decision at the federal election. Maybe. Who knows? It was Casey Briggs. Okay, you looked it up. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name, which is like, there was a guy, wasn't there? Wasn't there a guy who was like his sidekick? So, yeah, it's the guy. So, yeah, we'll see. Might get a sudden Tasmanian election. You got to think there's a reasonable chance of it. So if not, the next one's Victoria next year. Yeah, that's the thing, Justin. Yeah, if it's basically the way it works is you only get to form a government if the person who is going to head that government has the support of the majority of the parliament, or at least like you're leading the majority party and some crossbenchers say they won't block supply. They'll support the existence of your government. But if you can't get a majority of people to say, yeah, we support you as premier, then an election is where it goes. So, yeah, I was just saying, is the other possibility is there's someone else who could get a majority. And again, I have not paid near enough attention to Tasmanian politics to know the likelihood of that. And yes, Justin, we did have a change of government without an election in World War II. Because again, the way the parliamentary system works, if a majority of the parliament says we don't support this current government, we support this other proposal though, then you get the governor to agree, or in the federal case, the governor general, and you form a new government without an election. But you have to have the support of a majority, or convince the governor / governor general, or the governor or governor general has an idea that this would be a better government. Safa asked a good question. We didn't know the answer. Okay. Waiting with bated breath because I don't know what question this is referring to. I'll wait for the question, and then I think I'm going to continue the experiment. I think I need to get some more ice. I want to get the sweet sherry too, because I want to try a variation with that. We shall see what we shall see. I was also thinking the the link that was shared by two different people on the Discord about the cockatoos drinking from water bubblers. Cockatoos are fun. So is that just in the ACT, you just have to get a vote in Parliament, someone gets majority support, they form government. That's because ACT doesn't have a vice-regal representative? Or is there? I see again, blank spot in my knowledge. My initial guess is ACT does not have a governor, whereas all the states do. And yeah, 9 times out of 10, 19 times out of 20, going to the governor is a formality. That's okay. You're confirming, Justin, there's no ACT governor. I didn't think there was. 9 times out of 10 is a formality going to the governor. Oh, that's the question. Was the Labor Party the first party? Well, it probably depends what you mean and where you're measuring it from. I mean, let's just go. Australia's first parliament parties. Okay, on the Parliament website, there were no parties in the proper sense of the word. For though the protectionists naturally gravitated to the ministry and free traders to the opposition, all ties were of the loosest character. Many fundamental differences of opinion were concealed under familiar labels. Quote from Alfred Deakin, first Prime Minister. 3 major political groupings, protectionist, free trade, and Labour. And none of them had a majority, and party discipline was not as strong as it was today. So that's the answer. In Australia's first parliament, there were 3 political groups, not as formal or tightly controlled as political parties are today. Yeah, but clearly, I have no idea how long the protectionist and free trade parties lost, but Labor continues to exist. Although the protectionists claim to have won 32 seats in the first House, Free Trade 27 and Labor 16, a number of members sought more neutral positions than clear alignment with government or opposition, believing they were elected to establish the legislative framework of the nation. So, yes, you probably need to phrase the question in terms of that question, is the Labor Party the first party? You need to frame the question more precisely. In fact, why don't I just ask it? What was the first? It knows what it's auto-completing cleverly. First political party in Australia. Australian Patriotic Association. The Australian Patriotic Association was established under William Charles Wentworth in Sydney. Party sought democratic government for New South Wales. So there you go, the Australian Patriotic Association. So they wanted an elected government rather than people appointed by England. Honestly, yeah, no, the first government was into tariffs. Trump would love the first government of Australia. They were into tariffs to stop cheap imports. All right. You know what? I'm going to go get some ice and make another take on the second serve because I'm getting into this. All right. So, gotta take my ice bucket out and get some more ice so I can continue to shake it up. All right. Just be a second. Whoa. All right, got some more ice, got some sweet cherry, but I want to do the original. The only difference being a dash of orange bitters. Let's try that. Okie dokie. Chokey. All right. All right. Let's fucking go. Montenegro. What? Lime juice. Just lime, fresh lime. Do. And one dash of orange bitters. I'll have that out there in case you want more. And we put in some ice baby. Get my glass. All right. And we top with the mineral water. Justin, yes, no argument. Labor Party is by far the oldest party that's still going. Not even close. You know what? I think it might be better without bitters. You have the ARIA year-end list 1993. This is a game we've got to guess what it is. Name 10 out of their 50 songs. Short answer is no. No way will I get it. No way at all. Name 10 of the top 50. Oh, that's a fun fact, Justin. Australia's Labor Party is the oldest Labor Party in the world and the oldest Green Party. There you go. I thought they had Green parties in Europe before we did. $10 out of 50 songs. No, I literally no clue. I don't even know where to start. Would be Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Was that 93? I lived through it, but I have no idea what would be the big songs of 1993. I'm really shit at things like that. Yeah, I'm slightly surprised. I think I'd prefer it without bitters. Can you? No, 1983 is no better for me. Just what do I make of the senator that defected? I would be interested in what were all the backroom deals around that, because she had apparently grown dissatisfied with the Greens, although yeah, she had initially said Labor was shit, and that's why she's in the Greens. Again, I've seen all the articles and I've seen the scuttlebutt, but I actually don't have very deep thoughts on it. It's like, oh yeah, that should have it. I mean, the fact that I was not aware of the existence of this person, hearing that a Greens senator defected to Labor, I found, just conceptually, I found that quite surprising. So yeah, I don't know what the driving forces behind that would have been. It could be a whole spectrum of things. Could be as simple as she thinks she can get better results by being part of Labor and bolstering their numbers in the Senate. It could be that simple. She thinks be better results on things she cares about if she's in Labor, and it's like they owe her because she's boosting their numbers in the Senate. Oh shit! You know what I just thought of for yet another variation of this tropical mix I made, which was like lime juice and sugar syrup and bitters, which I made for a specific tiki drink. But that in this could be good. Like replace the lime juice and sugar syrup. That could be good. Also, Hope for the Elderly, you didn't answer me when for the 93, was Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit, was that close? Was that there? And 83. Kent, wait, is Kent, what country is Kent? Is that Australia? Do I remember the Democrat leader defected to Labor in the 90s? Who was that? Was that Natasha Scott Despoja, or who was that? Okay, Smells Like Teen Spirit was 91. Kent is what came before. So, okay, it is Australia. Okay. It sounded familiar. Was there any Nirvana in the 93 one? Like subsequent albums? I don't know. See, I'm just very shit at this. This is a little bit of a surprise to me. I think I prefer it without bitters. Cheryl Kerno. Was Cheryl Kerno a Democrat? Again, I very much remember. Wait. Wasn't she Victoria? Like not federal? The name's super familiar. It was fading into history. She had Peter Dutton's seat before Peter Dutton. There you go. Number 70 and 93 was a double A-side CD. All Apologies and Great Me. Oh, okay. So Nirvana were in the 93 one. Okay. But at number 70. And I appreciate you knew what to type to not get the comment blocked for the elderly. It's just like, oh, it's really tough when you're trying to be edgy and you got to do all this shite. I'm just checking something on YouTube. All right. Let's let that go. Yes, PDF file. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. I like that. Yeah, YouTube's a little bit sensitive. Oof. I tell you the only thing, I'm drinking a greater volume of liquid than I usually do, so I'm probably going to have a pee break. But I do want to make one more variation. I want to make one with sweet sherry. Oh, number one song in 93 was UB40. They all did cover probably the most successful cover band in history, UB40. God, I feel like you've given me the good hint on the song from the movie. I'm just trying to think of all the things. There was it I Got You, Babe? I'm trying to remember. And yes, Justin, the cockatoo video shows how smart they are. And sulfur-crested cockatoos are fucking smart. And for me, what shows they're smart is they do shit for fun. Like that thing of drinking from the bubbler, that was practical learning applied. But they do shit. Was it Only Fools Rush In? Oh, man. I mentally talked myself out of saying that one. Yeah, but sulfur-crested cockatoo, they do shit for fun. And just them having the concept of fun is a sign of intelligence. I fucking cracked up a couple of years ago in Flinders Lane. The cockatoos, because there's apartments there and people have little balconies and they had potted plants there. The cockatoos were landing there. They were picking up the potted plants and dropping them over the edge, like down in the laneway where fucking pedestrians were. They didn't hit anyone, but that's literally them just having fun. They're going like, You know what would be fucking hilarious? When I got this and dropped it, and it just make a really satisfying noise when it smashes into the ground. That, and I've seen them down near St Kilda Beach, just hanging off the power lines. And like, yeah, they can sit on the power lines, but then they'll just hang upside down, like from one claw, and flap their wings around and make noise. They're just fucking having fun. And also, they do this thing where they have a look at, like in the farms in the country, they're sort of plundering the wheat or whatever, the corn. Pissed off farmer comes along with a shotgun. While a bunch of the cockatoos are eating away, one cockatoo is actually standing guard and will call the alert when the farmer comes, and they all fuck off. That was so common. The slang term for look out at like the illegal casinos and sly grog shops in Sydney, that person was called a cockatoo. They would just be standing outside the venue, keeping an eye out for the coppers. And if they see a cop, they just like hit the doorbell and walk away. And I actually saw someone do this in Chinatown one time, hit the doorbell and walk away. And upstairs they hide all the illegal shit. And yes, sulfur-crested cockatoos live in, if nothing kills them, like nothing violent, like particularly like if they're in captivity and they're well looked over, they'll live decades. I've heard up to, I'm going to get cockatoo lifespan. Yeah, 40 to 60 years. Can cockatoos live for 100 years? Okay, is another thing saying they can live for 100 years, which I have heard before. So apparently the larger the cockatoo is, the longer they're likely to live. What bird lives 200 years? Wild female Laysan, an albatross is the oldest banded bird in the world. Can cockatoos feel love? Parrots can fall. Oh my God. That's anthropomorphizing. Crow lives for 10 years and the Aussie Raven lives for 25 years. Yeah, there's interesting variations anyway. Saying some of the larger parrots live over 100 years. It's apparently a size thing. The bigger the bird, although that's not universally true, because what are the really big ones? Condors. Oh, condors live over 50 years. Longest living condor. Reportedly held in captive for 71 years. Okay, they're saying there's a condor that was reputed to have lived 79 years. So maybe it is a thing. Larger the bird. Oh, yeah. I thought our local birds were crows, but I looked them up in an Australian bird book and they're ravens. They're hilarious. They're so fucking big. Justin, you're raising a good point. The fact that the birds are technically dinosaurs, maybe the dinosaurs displayed an equivalent level of intelligence to birds, because you get some really fucking smart birds. There's a great video, a guy who's online persona named Zay Frank. His real name is Hosea Frank. He was, from a certain point of view, he could be called the first viral video star because it was a thing he made for an email for invites to a party, a little thing called How to Dance. Got shared just a ridiculous number of times. But he's very funny. He was like one of the first daily vloggers, which he did outside of YouTube. And he currently does stuff, true facts about animals. And there used to be jokey ones where he'd make up shit, but he's since got things with research, and they are actually true. And he had one on pigeons where he showed how surprisingly smart pigeons are. And like really freakishly weird how smart pigeons are. Their ability to recognize patterns and respond accordingly is like, wow, okay. Justin, you think we should bring back dinosaurs to study them? Have you not seen the documentary Jurassic Park? A behind-the-scenes documentary of a thing that really happened. If you haven't seen it, Justin, short version is dinosaurs bad. Don't bring them back. It's like yet another Jurassic film coming out soon, I think. I didn't see the last one, so I don't even know what it's about. It's like, the revivified dinosaurs are on the loose and just all over the world or something. But who knows? Yep, so July is the new Jurassic movie. Not something I'm particularly keen to see. Like I said, I haven't even watched the last one, and it's free on streaming services. So I mean, like, I didn't really hate the last couple ones, but I just don't give a shit about them, really. I feel like they're kids' movies. Not that I got a thing against kids' movies, really, right? Home for the Elderly, you haven't seen Dominion either. There you go. Yeah, I just think they did not grab the imagination the way the original Jurassic Park did. I read the book as well. It's interesting how different the book is. Like broad brushstrokes, the same story, but really different in a bunch of the specifics. My favorite bit in the book that was not in the movie, at one point, like the dinosaurs are all out and they're all freaking out, and a bunch of the characters are sort of safely secured in a building, and someone's going, I've got to go to another bit, but the raptors are watching us, and if they see me, they'll follow me and they'll kill me. And there's a fence there. And so Ellie goes out and she's like, I'll keep them at me. So she goes out and she's at the fence waving at them, and the raptors stay there, and they're like going rah, rah, rah at the fence, but they can't get through. And she's like, woo, woo. And the raptors are going blah, 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 blah. And so the other person's sort of run off the other way to do the thing they want to do. And one of the scientists is just watching how she's doing the dance, 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 dance. And the raptors are standing there going blah, 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 blah. Then the scientist suddenly twigs because he's going, that's really weird that they're falling for this because I thought they were smarter than that. And then he just goes, oh, motherfucker, they are smarter than that. And he runs outside waving his arms going, Ellie, get back inside now. Get back inside now. And she's going, no, it's fine. They're just this. And he goes, no, they're too smart to fall. And then a raptor comes out of nowhere and fucking takes out the scientist because she thought she was decoying the raptor and the raptors were decoying her, and she was about to get taken out by a raptor, but the scientist ran out to warn her and he got taken out instead. Very clever. Yes, the selling of the dinos in Falling Kingdom was interesting. And because that's more or less the central thing in Jurassic Park, the book in the original movie. The hubris of man will, cause their end, and it's like the rich people thinking they could buy and sell the dinosaurs with no downside. It's like, no, that is gonna come back and bite you, buddy. Literally. So that morality bit in it is good. Oh, Justin, your internet got fixed overnight. Like, seriously, when you said the fiber optic got drilled through, that just kind of sounded like, oh shit, that's going to take a while. Good deal that you got it overnight. Got this little urge to tidy up the edge of this. Can I do it this way? No, I can't. Okay, forget it. Forget it. Yeah, you don't want to put the negative vibe. I thought it'd take days to a week. Definitely. All right. I'm going to make one more variation of that with sweet sherry. But as it stands, the original is the winner. All right, let's go again. Sugar syrup, sugar. Oh, yeah. You're my candy girl. Got me watching you. Oh, sugar, sugar. All right, sweet cherry, Amaro Montenegro, lime juice, sugar syrup, and some ice. All right. Gotta open another mineral water. Okay, let's go with this one. All right. A little bit more of mineral water. Asking about Top Hits of 93, another one of those trivia games contains song clips. Yes, that might get us in trouble. As few as a few seconds on YouTube can get you pinged. I liked the what's the one where you have to guess the movie from a single frame? Oh, that was playing to our strengths. I think it's just called Framed, isn't it? Anyway, experiment. That's good. Oh yeah. Eric Abetz could become Premier of Tasmania. Jesus. You had a vid pull through using the Benny Hill theme, yeah. Yeah, we fucking kicked ass at that movie game. The number of movies we got within a couple of guesses from let's bring it up. Fuck, man. All right. Jesus, what is my fucking browser doing to me? Framed. The movie guessing game. Okay. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Yeah, we definitely do some other ones too, but just got in my mind to play Framed. Cartoon drawing. Roy Hobbs, the Whammers, 3 throws, 3 strikes. Wait, can we get that bigger? No? I was trying to see the signature. Hey, Celtic, how you doing? Like, is that going to be the movie about Ron Comer, or is that about what's the one? Is it 12 Men Out or something? Roy Hobbs. You reckon it's the Babe? Celtic. Well, again, if we just say technically Moonshine is unaged spirit, then yes. And I have drunk things that have been labeled Moonshine. Have I gone to a still in the backwoods to a hillbilly to get some Moonshine? No. Yeah, I know The Babe is a baseball movie. No, it's not A League of Their Own. If we say The Babe. Okay, The Babe isn't in there. So maybe that's not literally baseball. Who's Roy Hobbs? That's the key thing. Who is Roy Hobbs? That's like a political caricature. Love of the game? Yes. Celtic, would I go to the backwoods to get Moonshine? Okay, Roy Hobbs is a baseball player. Is it for the... No, it's not for the love of the game. What is... How long is the mushroom case going to go? Good question. I feel like it can't be much longer. There was one called Six Men Out or 12 Men Out or something. No? No? I feel like it's a number like 7. Is it 9? No. God, it's not Field of Dreams, is it? No, it's not Field of Dreams. Celtic, I do hope VD stays off the alcohol. That'll be busy. Where are we? The Rookie? No, okay. I bet it's gonna be this Men Out one. 6 Men Out. No, there's a femme fatale. I just wanted to tell us, unless you got something else. The Natural. Maybe it's The Natural. The Natural. It was The Natural. There you go. What's a title shot challenge? Oh, you've got to guess what movie title that is with its stylized thing. Oh, no, that's... No, I don't like that. How do we get the next one? Oh, you have to go archive. Okay. Oh, shit. What's that? That seems like a famous shot. Looking up the stairs. Is it like about a comedy club, maybe? Wait, where's my orange bitters? I have this feeling this is actually better without bitters. Dash orange bitters. No idea? All right. We don't know what it is for that. I've got no idea either. Say Taxi Driver. Because got no idea. Taxi. Really? Taxi Driver's not in here? That's such an iconic movie. Why would you put Taxi Driver in here? Ooh, okay. God, that's a Stephen King looking house to me. It's like that guy's come back from war. Is this Deer Hunter? No. Now there's some people playing in a tunnel. That looks like a 70s movie too. Now it's looking like a musical or something. For some reason, that looks like a. Yeah, I know you're a fan of the director on this one. I don't know why, but that kind of screams musical to me. I'm just going to say hair. I'm sure that's wrong, but oh, that dude! Wow, he is so young. This is definitely a 70s movie. That dude is so young. He's a classic that guy. I don't know his name, but he still does movies. Clockwork Orange, yeah, but that house shot was not Clockwork Orange. Celtic, I'm a fan of musicals. Not really. I've seen musicals that I like. But I wouldn't call myself a fan of musicals. No, you know what? I reckon the original's best. The dry sherry, no bitters. Oh, but that was a fun experiment to try a bunch of variations. Yeah, I have no friggin' idea. It's definitely a 70s movie. Feel like it's got like a country element to it. What's his name? Peter McNichol. Peter McNichol. Yeah, that's who I think it is. I just looked him up. And that's who I think it is. Very young version of him. Um, yes, he was in Ghostbusters 2, yes. Okay, I'm cheating. Is this Sophie's Choice? It was Sophie's Choice. Okay. Ooh. A period movie. Sophie's Choice is a Meryl Streep film, very big film. It's a period film, but I kind of got nothing beyond that. Want to just throw in something like Great Expectations. Great Expectations. Ooh, okay. So, if I remember my Bram Stoker's Dracula, that is a guy giving a lecture at a university. Possibly, it's not Bram Stoker's Dracula. So we both went for Lincoln. I don't think so. I don't think that's Parliament. I think that's a university. Although I'm honestly prepared to say Lincoln because I have no idea. Fuck it. I'm just going to say Lincoln. No, it's British. And is that Ronnie? That's Ronnie Corbett. I swear that's Ronnie Corbett. So it's like a colonial England story. If that's not Ronnie Corbett, it fucking looks like Ronnie Corbett. Okay, so my guesses at the moment are this is English, set in 1800s. The military are involved. Probably made in the 80s, maybe the 90s. Oh God, what were the English period movies about soldiers? Yeah, 90s, because Ronnie Corbett's looking pretty old. Was there a Flashman movie? I know there was a series with Sean Bean. But was there a Flashman movie? Trying to think. It's like literally the best I can come up with. Maybe that's not Ronnie Corbett. Fucking looks like him though. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to say Les Miserables. Oh wait, I'm typing it in the wrong thing. It really looks like him. So when we get this or get told this, Les Miserables. Oh God, that's Tim Curry. That's definitely Tim Curry. And they've got a foot in a jar. No, I don't think Ronnie was in Les Mis. But I'm also not sure if it was Ronnie. It certainly looked like him, though. But this is definitely Tim Curry. Oh, man. Am I going to kick myself? Is it like War and Peace? I'm going to say War and Peace. I don't fucking know is what it really comes down to. And Peace. No. Who the fuck is that? That kind of looks like Michael Caine. Oh, is this Oliver Twist? No. Oh, fucking that's Simon. What's his name? This is 2000s. Is it Jane Eyre? It's Burke and Hare. I've never seen it, but it's about that they were grave robbers. Okay, so that was now I'm compelled to look up the movie Burke and Hare, and I want because I'm sure it's not Ronnie Corbett. (2010). Andy Serkis. Oh, that was Andy Serkis in the other frame. Simon Pegg. Cast: Bill Bailey, Tom Wilkinson, Tim Curry, Michael Smiley, Paul Davis, Stu Macquarie, Simon Pegg, Andy Serkis. It was fucking Ronnie Corbett. It was Ronnie Corbett. It actually was Ronnie Corbett. Yeah, no, we are failing hard tonight. Okay, can we try one more, see if we can redeem ourselves. Okay, I think I know what this is. This is a cheerleader movie. Okay, so is this Set It Off? Let's take a bit of time to think about this and not jump into it hastily. I've never watched the movie Burke and Hare, and it wasn't a big hit. It didn't have a lot of impact, so I don't feel that bad for not getting it. I just think we got points for picking Ronnie Corbett. You reckon that's Higher Learning? I'll go with that. Higher Learning. You got it. See? Redeemed. First go. You watched it heaps in your late teens. You're redeemed by getting one first go. Okay, push our luck. Ooh! That actually looks familiar. That hole and someone's like rappelling through it. That looks weirdly familiar, actually. Celtic King, Home for the Elderly watches 2 movies a day. Yeah. I watch movies occasionally. Most recently watched Spit, new Australian movie where David Wenham seems to be channeling AIDSy. We talk. Okay, so you know this one? It looks familiar. But I'm having just a little trouble placing it. You don't need to humor me if you want to go. You do. Yeah, we'll just go straight in. Then we can go to bed. Is it Mission Impossible? Oh, is this Live, Die, Repeat. What's its real name? Oblivion. Is this? No, not Oblivion. Fucking Edge of Tomorrow. Is this Edge of Tomorrow? I was actually going to throw in Mission Impossible, not Edge of Tomorrow. If we could channel AIDSy. Yeah. Well, seriously, watch the movie Spit and see where you're... Oh, it is Oblivion. Oblivion. Well, there you go. See, now we can go to bed happy because we got 2 on the first go. Yeah, underrated Tom Cruise movies. Oblivion, Edge of Tomorrow, Collateral. Collateral's quite good. Tom Cruise being a genuinely bad guy in a movie. Guy that has no redeeming features. Yeah, no, the rush of getting it first go. No, we needed wins. American Made. Yeah, actually, I don't mind that one too. Yeah, this is a nice shirt, Kelty. Yep, Tom Cruise, usually worth watching. Effectively drinking water before bedtime. Oh yeah, definitely a weird dude. Absolutely a weird dude. No two questions about that. Yeah, that's a potentially controversial and unpopular take, but I don't hate his Jack Reacher movie. I do prefer the streaming series that Prime's been doing. It's extremely unsubtle and funny, but it just is what it is. It's not trying to be anything apart from unsubtle, really. Celtic, it would probably help Tom Cruise to get away from the Scientologists, definitely. Oh, I didn't even have a cherry out tonight. Oh, well. I guess I just don't have a cherry tonight. You're going to have an early night? Yeah. Well, it's just coming up on 10 for me. So... No, that was not a cherry drink. And in fact, did that unusual thing of doing 4 variations of it. And somewhat of a surprise to me, the first one, the original, is the winner. It wasn't bad with bitters. It was still good, but it wasn't better. Oh shit, what's this thing doing? Fucking cord for my lights caught in the chair. Ooh, I might decant the barrel whiskey on the stream tomorrow night. Put something else in, who knows? Who knows? Oh, Celtic, I was making a drink called Second Serve that a website said could be the next modern classic, and it was actually good. It's like in this glass, low alcohol, probably only 1 standard drink a serve. So I did 4 variations of it, and it's really good. The Ugly Stepsister, don't know that one. Have to see who can get in on it. Anyway, there was a lot of volume in that because it was all topped with mineral water. So I super have to pee. So I'm going to sign off and hope to see you fine people another time. But I will say bye for now.
You are totally fucked!
up!